their daily habits, they're going to forget about the dentist until they have a problem. Now, sitting there for 2 years, they're going to have problems. They maybe have early onset gingivitis, maybe they have cavity forming. They're going to have major problems later on. So they need to come in. So I just give you a clue of what to say to them. So what staff usually do, and this is the wrong approach, is that they keep calling these people with the same message. Oh, you're overdue, you're overdue. Keep calling, keep calling. That doesn't work. If you want to get in people that are stubborn and what I call lazy actives, which means they're still active but they're not inactive, they're in between, they're just lazy, then you need to put into your letter or your marketing message or your staff call, we need to put in something that answers all of those objections to why they're not coming in. One, the fear. Two, the money. Three, the pissed off thing. Four, the just the lack of motivation. So what I do is I itemize all those things and I put that in the report. So what I do is I put that in a letter. I call it the reactivation letter of the lazy actives. So I put that in something that I call the lazy active letter, and that goes out to patients that haven't been in over 2 years. Or what I usually use is, so I developed that letter, tested and tweaked it, and I actually made one of those letters for pretty much every possible case. Say they get a root canal and they haven't got the crown that gets put on after, or some of them do that. They'll leave without the crown and then they'll forget about it and they don't want to pay it. Well, they have to be reminded and promoted to do these things. You have to get them back in. So what I did was I put all this stuff in the letter and I sent it out. Now out of 100 people, and I've tested it in several different offices, out of 100 people, the people that responded to the letters was about between 5 and 15 per 100, and that's huge. That's only a couple $100 in letter writing and postage and all that kind of thing, and getting them stuffed and sealed. But they brought in several $1,000s worth of cases. I mean, it's a no-brainer why you'd want to do that. So you have to answer all those objections if you're going to get them back in. Okay, and that's part of the lazy active system that I developed. Now I have all these systems that I put in because we want to make sure that they're all going on at the same time to really increase your profits, really increase your production, and get more new patients in. So we have one of those letters for every possible situation. And even if their insurance is run out, they've maximized their insurance, this letter has produced, in one case, this lady who, like I said, had the healing cap, didn't get the crown that was putting on after a root canal. After I sent the letter out to her, she came in. Now her max was $500. She came in crying and said she didn't know all these things that could happen, and so she paid out of her pocket to get her crown put on, and that's several $100s. So you can imagine the power of using psychological strategies, and what I call future pacing, which is another psychological strategy, which allows them to go forward in the future and see what happens, and then come back and then make a decision now. So those letters, are several $100s, and what I do is I include them complimentary with either the Double Your Patience DVD set, or the if I do it all for you, the Best Month Ever promotion, or the Big Case Marketing promotion. I include all those. See, the goal here is not to get you systemized, get you automated, and get as much as possible for your money that you possibly can. If you're not squeezing every last drop out of your marketing, out of your results, out of your production, out of your patients, and that kind of thing, that's in their best interest. It's always in their best interest. That then you're losing out. You're gonna be spinning your wheels and not getting as much out of it as you can. According to some philosophies, we only live once. We should have everything taken care of and maximized while we're here, so you have more time for your family, more time for yourself. You could go on more vacations and let the systems in the business run for you and provide you money into your pocket. That's exactly what we're talking about here. So now that concludes the list of questions that I usually get. And now we're going to be going into some videos on questions that you should be asking and strategies that you should be knowing about because they make the biggest deal to your office. Okay, and the first one of those questions is how to get a predictable, increased flow of new patients and production and profits into your office. I'm Paul, and I will talk to you next time. Good night. If you enjoyed this information and would like to receive 15 free videos of the top questions and answers dentists ask about dental marketing, increasing patients, production and profits, and practice management, please visit www.doubleyourpracticenow.com or dypnow.com.
I recommend Paul to whoever wants to increase their production and patients. Thank you.
I look forward to continually working with him on cosmetic cases.
I can wholeheartedly recommend Paul Special, a marketing manager and consultant for
highly
dentists.
recommend Paul for any dentist who wants to increase.
If you're looking for new patients, if you're looking to take your practice to the next level, I think definitely sitting down with Anello Solutions and Paul and seeing what he can do for you. And I would gladly recommend him highly to any